Hello and welcome to a brand new podcast called Talking Newark, where community meets conversation. This podcast is a brand new podcast in collaboration with Nettle, so the Nettle boys. So I'm joined with Dan and we are Newick Emma Holden.
Hello.
So welcome, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
This is all exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
It's been a long time in the talking.
It is, yes.
But yeah, now we're finally here.
We are, yes. So this podcast for the viewers, just to intro it, is really going to be about talking all about Newark, believe it or not. So we're going to intro talk about businesses within Newark, what's going on within Newark, try and meet some people, get some guests on, and yeah, just really showcase what Newark is all about.
Yeah, I'm excited to bring a voice into the great people of Newark, because there are some fabulous businesses going on. We've been all part of the business club. You're the chair now of the business club, of course. So we've been part of that for a very long time, and yeah, being able to bring a platform to allow a voice of those people within the community, and also highlight some of the brilliant events that you get involved in as well.
Yeah, there's so many events that people just don't know about, and we want to be able to put a place together where people can listen, find out what's going on, plan what they're doing the following month, find out about some amazing businesses, hidden gems, hospitality, cafes, all sorts of different things. Whatever's going on in Newark, really, we're going to talk about it.
Yes, we are. So let's do a real intro, I guess, into who we are. So I guess I can go first.
Go on.
So
a fun fact about yourself, actually.
Fun fact about myself. Well, I am actually. So people may say we've been going to things like business school for quite a while. So me and Dan are part of Nettle. We run the podcast Marketing Matters. So that's sort of how this has all come about, really. That
the idea was born out of a Marketing Matters Christmas special.
It was a Santa's Grotto special.
Well, yes.
Considering we're now sat in 30-degree heat, and that was filmed in December, it shows you how long it's taken this idea to develop.
It really has.
A little bit, yeah.
It has, yeah. But we're finally here, and so we're hoping to I hope to bring a little bit of our personalities through. So yeah, that's a little bit of me. Dan?
Well, people know me and you as the double act, I suppose.
The Hampton Deck of Newark.
The Hampton Deck.
Yeah, that is.
Which one's which, though? Oh,
which was shorter? I think
Dan's shorter.
Yeah, he's got the bigger forehead. So yeah, we've been doing this for a long time now. We're in this business, marketing business. So yeah, and we've loved to be part of this local community, because obviously Nettle, if people don't know, is a large network of studios, and we have the Newark and Grantham territories, and Newark. We've been based in Newark for long before I was involved. Leslie, our former director, was very involved in the business club at one time as well. So we've always had that link into the local area. We love that. We love being local. Obviously, we work outside of the area as well, but being able to give a little bit back to the community, and that's we're doing here with this platform. It's really exciting for us. It's because we love talking to local people about their business and what they get up to and how they make that work from a marketing perspective. So yeah, it'd be good to get some people's stories on here and learn a bit about their whys.
Yeah, for us it'll be different. Obviously, we're used to talking about marketing most of the time. So it'll be a nice bit of change for us to hear about.
It's local.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Sport local, shop local, all that sort of stuff. And,
local business and shopping local. That's your background.
That's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing. It's my passion. Well, I suppose my background really is Newark through and through. My family had a business in Newark for over 80 years, and that's all we've done. Independent retail in Newark is kind of where we've come from, really. My Grants was founder member of the Newark Round Table, so he was heavily involved in charity around the town, various groups and things. And now I kind of sit here with three hats on. So I am the project manager for We Are Newark, and we're responsible for representing the town board by implementing the Pride in Place programme in Newark, which sounds like a bit of a mouthful, but it's the £20 million investment in Newark over 10 years to bring the community back together, really, by putting on community events, all-inclusive, free-to-enter community events on a larger scale. We've also just offered out three different types of grant funding, actually, for facility improvement, community events as well, and some larger scale projects, which is really exciting. And we also get involved with lots of business promotion. That's kind of the first reason why we're sitting here doing the podcast. I also have my own company called Shop Newick, which is based all around supporting local retailers. Originally, it was based all around supporting local retailers. Again, getting people to shop local, getting people to shop independent where possible. And that's kind of evolved over 6 years. It started in the pandemic and it's now evolved over 6 years into lots of different things, really. So I do events like Santa's Grotto, Spectacular Haunted House, children's events. I'm looking to grow that side of my business as well over time. I still support businesses where I can. And the third hat, I suppose, is that I'm now chair of Newick Business Club, which is kind of how we all know each other.
And all of these 3 hats are so centred around this one core thing of local Newark. Because, I mean, when the We Are Newark position came up for you, that must have just been a dream come true.
Oh, it was literally the dream. Yeah.
Your business for many a year. And so, it just fell into place.
Yeah.
We Are Newark just synergises so well.
Yeah, and I always say, it's a bit cliche, but I always say what I did for fun is now what I do for a job. So that's perfect. Rather than trying to fit it in around kids, work, home, it's now what I do all the time. Yeah, do it. Yeah. It's amazing, I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's just, we say the same. We get to do what we love every day. And I think that's why I'm so excited to hear from the people within Newark about what they do, because there's so many people you talk to at the business clubs or whatever that are doing what they love to do. You can see the passion really come through. And I think that's always what makes a business stronger, especially in local business, that you've got a complete passion for what you're doing. So we're going to obviously talk to a lot of local people, Newark voices.
Business is about people, isn't it? Newark's about people. Everybody likes to know what other people are doing, whether that's socialising, whether that's going to an event, whether that's what they do for work. It's interesting. And Newark's a small town and lots of people know lots of people, and so we're going to get some of those key people on the podcast.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, we will. Yeah, so we're going to have a few different varied episodes.
Yeah.
So that's a bit of Newark voices.
Yeah.
So we'll hear from people that are sort of within the town, hearing about what they get up to and how they
all sorts of different things.
come to Newark.
Just people's stories that I'm fascinated about hearing, because where people have started these businesses from, the people who have multiple businesses with Newark, why they decided to add all that stress to their life because of the reward they get out of it, that feeling of doing something they really care about. I think that there's a lot of businesses in there that do really care about making a difference.
Definitely there is. And what's their why? Like, exactly, why did they do it and why do they do it? Because it's hard to run your own business. It's difficult and it's rewarding, massively rewarding at the same time.
Yeah, especially when they're doing it well and also then contributing to a local community. I think it's really nice. Obviously, we'll cover what's on in Newark.
Yeah, once a month we'll have a what's on episode and talk about everything that's coming up the next month.
Yeah, because I think we're quite aware, aren't we, that people there's events that happen that people might not know about, that might want to go to, and we'll try and highlight some of those. As well as other random things that I guess happen.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on.
Large scale. I mean, Newark Town Council do some amazing events. District Council do some amazing events. We're putting on some of our own We Are Newark events. So they're the large scale, the big things. But actually, there's some amazing charities in Newark that put on lovely events, and lots of individual people that either do charity events or just do their own thing, and they want people to come along and join in. We're going to tell them all about it.
We are indeed.
Give them that platform to shout about it. Because people say people know about the flagship events, if you like. They go out and do it until the Dragon Boat, the Santa's Grotto Christmas. And you'll say, it's a shame there isn't more stuff going on. Oh, there is.
There is. Every weekend,
hear about
every
it.
week.
Yeah. There's events, but also stuff going on in the town, such as recently, obviously, we had the Knife Angel here, which was a massive thing for the town. Yeah, and you were quite involved in all of that, getting that together.
Yeah, right from the start. It was a friend of mine, Natalia Hart from You Can Do Sport. It was her initial idea, and she said to me, "What do you think?" And I was like, "This sounds incredible." And then NSDC got behind it and made it happen, and it was amazing for Newick. It was amazing.
It was really successful, right?
Oh, incredibly so. Yeah. Tens of thousands of people came to see it. It was the first time the Knife Angels ever visited Nottinghamshire. Just through the workshops that we run and the workshops that Natalia ran, we stood in front of, not personally, but as the organisation, we stood in front of over 8,000 young people, mainly secondary school and primary school children. That has got to have a positive impact.
Got such a thought-provoking massive statue.
Yeah. It's huge. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And amazing for the town football. I knew it was at 400% during the period.
Oh,
That is a win.
Wow.
that's a fantastic
That is a win. Yeah.
for all the local businesses
Yeah.
and around as well. Things like hospitality, local cafes, restaurants.
And it brought people from all over the district, all over the county.
Mm.
So again, amazing for Newick to be able to showcase what we have to all of those people that probably either have never been here or haven't been here for a long time.
And that hopefully is what we'll highlight. We'll highlight some things that are going on that people can actually come and visit the town that maybe if they haven't been for a while or have never been.
Yeah.
And just showcase what it's all about really in Newick.
Well, we've been involved in other things to do with bringing people to the town, and we've seen some of the feedback on it that said, well, we've never been to Newark or never been to these places, didn't know existed, we'll definitely be coming back. So just giving that, all these events you put on, giving that reason for to go and visit is, so powerful.
Yeah, and it just has a knock on, doesn't it? So the more people we bring into the town through events, the more people that the retailers have then got, the hospitality business they've got more footfall, so then that gives them a wider scope to kind of embellish what they're doing, to encourage people to come open longer hours, I don't know, whatever it might be, that makes a difference to their business, and then that has a knock on to the whole town.
I've always thought that about Newark, is that there's such a strong retail community and hospitality community, independent businesses.
Yeah, there is.
Really,
It's
really strong.
huge, yeah.
You must see it as well with the Santa's Grotto stuff at Christmas. You must see that the local businesses in and around, footfall just increases.
Yeah, it does, yeah. And
People being out for the grotto.
yeah, completely. And the Santa's Grotto will this year be going into year 10. And the reason behind the very, very start of the Santa's Grotto, as I said on the podcast we did before, was to keep people shopping local. It was literally that spark, that initial thought was, how do we get people to Christmas shop in Newark? I know, let's bring Santa. So and then it spiraled and spiraled.
It's very good of it to Newark.
And to keep coming as well.
To keep me so busy.
You come to do it once, you don't want to leave. You want to keep coming back.
You want to keep coming back, exactly. So we'll get many people up to we'll get some guests on, talk about what's going on.
Yeah.
We've got Newick Uncovered. So again, sort of a little bit
it's
more.
going to be all about places that we know, just chat between ourselves really as to places that we've come across, maybe somewhere we visited, maybe somewhere we can recommend. And then who knows whether that might lead to other people's recommendations, we'll see. But it's telling people all about what we've got that you might not know about.
Yeah, 100%. And
the story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As we said earlier, so you're now the new chair of the Newick Business Club.
Yeah.
So we'll have a bit of a business club episode as well. So we'll get maybe to get some of the committee members that are on there. They're going to come on and have a chat and really, again, bring together. So, because again, the business, you mentioned about the retail community really within Newick, but also the business, just generally business community is really strong within Newick. So if we can get them to, people to come on and have a chat about that.
Yeah. And Newick Business Club is incredible. It's super strong. I've been part of Newick Business Club for over 20 years. That's where we all met. It's an amazing group of people that get together on a monthly basis, inspire each other in a positive manner, and we'll do one episode a month to reflect on the club we've just been to, talk about what's coming to the next one. Yeah.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be good.
See on and
Definitely,
see their stories as well.
Exactly.
I've loved being part of this club for many years. Many years to come, obviously. But it's just that, local business friends and people looking out for each other, helping each other.
Yeah.
And you just form these great relationships, communities.
Connections. Club connections.
Club connections.
Club connections.
Which is
One about
something
club
you've brought
connections.
into this, which I really, really
Could talk
like.
about that on the next one.
And you say she's the chair of the business club, but some would say when she decides to turn up as a we've had two
Ran
years
into one meeting.
and one who decided
Then
to
I needed a holiday, so
needed
I'll be back next month.
one meeting.
Back next month. Well, this will go out at the beginning of July, so we'll have just had it, and we'll figure it out.
We'll
Figure it out.
That's a problem for later.
Exactly. Yeah. So when we think about, I guess, why people should listen, I'm sure we've covered it in some sense.
Yeah.
But
Why would they not want to?
why would they not want to listen? Exactly. They want to listen to us three every week.
Every Sunday night.
Rabbiting conversations.
Exactly. It's like literally rabbiting on about Newick. But it's, I say, we're here to sort of highlight the town, aren't we? Really,
Yeah,
with a lot.
and that's the structure of the podcast, isn't it? But it doesn't have to be set in stone. I think it will naturally evolve into talking about places, local businesses, local people that we know about, that other people tell us about, that we visit, and then it's just about sharing.
Exactly. People will share our experiences and the businesses that we maybe interacted with. And,
Yeah.
yeah. So people hopefully will get quite a lot from this.
Hopefully.
We're hoping to. So yeah. So when we get guests on, we said before, we're going to do a bit of a Talking Newark show and tell.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and get
Go back to the school days, show and tell.
exactly
A little bit of show and tell.
Yeah. So we're going to get when the guests come on, we're going to get them to bring 3, 4, 5 bits of kit, whatever they've got, to showcase really what they're about.
Represents them.
Exactly. What represents them, maybe their business. It might do their business, might do with their personal life. So I think it'd probably be, again, first episode, we may as well go through.
We may as well
Through
start.
for us.
I was on the spot to do all that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
Then
Dan,
we'll put him on the spot.
But he's been on the spot all the time. So you want me to?
you go for
You
yeah.
want me
Well,
to? Well, I mean,
what you
I've got
did
on
there.
my
Just 3
shelf.
things, not the whole bookshelf.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah,
for
there's
the
a lot
whole-
on there.
Something for the whole bookshelf. I've got my cricket ball here. This is cricket's a big part of my personal life and sport. Growing up, I grew up playing for Beaver and just out. They'll be about Beaver Castleway for about 15 years now. Played senior cricket there, and this is a ball from the best performance I ever put in, which was 2014, so a long time ago.
A long time ago.
I've not reached those heights. But yeah, there was a lovely man actually called Vic Happenstall, who's sadly no longer with us. But he was very involved with Beaver. Would every year without fail would come down, repaint the score box, and keep it all. He built it, so he kept it all lovely and fresh. And at the end of each season, he would, when somebody would take 5 wickets or score 100, he would take the ball from that particular game and mount it on a plaque to hand out to people at awards night. So it became like a badge of honour really to have a Vic plaque. So I brought that in. I'll show you. I'll show you one more thing actually. I won't go on too long. I want to show you this, and this is something that I like to remind. Ash bought it for me, but it's the biggest mistake he ever made.
Yeah.
Because it says creative director on it, and it's just to remind Ash the hierarchy.
He's the boss.
you are the creative director here. Do you know what? When I saw it in, I think it was the H&M in Dublin, when I went over there for my birthday earlier this year, I remember seeing it and I was like, said to Taylor, my fiance, saying, should I get this? I was like, I'm going to have to get it because but I know the consequence of getting this.
When you gave it to me, I was like, that's the biggest mistake you've ever made. And I will just do one more thing. There's a little lanyard here. There's an event I went to a couple of weeks ago back in University of Lincoln. So I've always been very, very lucky. So I went to University of Lincoln and they invited me back a few weeks ago to do portfolio reviews for their students. It's just, I guess it's just ingrained in me to be able to give something back and give a bit of advice to the younger people that are stepping out into the world from what I've been doing for the last nearly 10 years since I've left university. So, it was nice to be invited back to that and got a little pass, things like that, and be recognised, because I think that's important to give back to what has helped you get to where you are. And I think that's what this podcast is going to be all about, really.
100%.
Yeah, completely.
100%.
Yeah. Very good. Well done.
Thank
Well
you.
done. Well done.
Mine aren't as interesting as yours, I don't think. And we've talked about a lot of mine already. So we've got a Newick Business Club notebook that just shows my representation for the Newick Business Club.
For the business club.
And I can write all my notes in it if I forget.
There you go.
My We Are Newick merch. Love a bit of merch.
Love a bit of merch, yeah.
We ordered a load of merch, and so far I'm the only person to have a We Are Newick cup, because there's only me and Eve, who does our marketing, that knows where they are hidden.
Oh,
So there's a prized We Are Newick travel cup.
Ooh.
are they going to be out in circulation?
Well, you never know your luck. I might bring it for you.
Something we might be able to do that just pop up around here.
We've got stress balls, pens, pencils, and all sorts. So
Wow.
are exciting, a little bit of merch.
Yeah.
And on a bit more serious note, my background in Newark and the reason for everything I do right now is family. My grandparents here, Eric and Sybil Holden, they were my everything. We sadly lost them a few years ago, but one lasted to 95 and one lasted to 98, so they had a ripe old life, bless them. And my grandfather was managing director of Holden's for a very long time, passed on to my father, and who then I worked with. So he was instrumental in independent retail in Newick, And my gran, she had the pram shop, which lots of people still remember, and hopefully people that listen to this may remember. She had the pram shop on Stodman Street for many years. That was her pride and joy. She used to sell silver cross prams and teddies and toys and all sorts of things. And they had a shop opposite each other. So Holden's was on Stodman Street, so was the pram shop. And every day they'd meet for lunch and they'd go and have a coffee or do whatever they did back in those days.
Oh, lovely.
And then my mother. So my mum really sadly lost her a couple of years ago to cancer, and that was kind of the turning point for me. It was kind of when I thought, do you know what? Life is short. Just do whatever makes you happy. Jump into everything with 2 feet, because you just never know what is around the corner. And that is my mantra now for everything that I do. Just, if your gut's telling you to do it, just do it, because you just never know.
Yeah.
And she's always watching, and she leaves me white feathers quite frequently in random locations.
Oh, nice.
So,
I think that's so powerful as well. There's so many people you talk to have stories like that where they just have that realization that, life is short. And, let's make
Definitely.
much of an impact
Yeah.
around here as we can. And that really comes through what you try and do with the local area.
Yeah, and I just think as long as you're being kind and as long as you're taking other people into consideration, then just do what you think is right and take a risk.
Cool.
It's the worst that can happen.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And what about you? What have you got?
Me, what have I got? I've got quite a few things.
Yeah,
I won't go through all of them because all mine end up being a little bit boring. I will show off my prized possession, Lego. So
Did you make it all yourself?
it's big. Yes, there were a few mental breakdowns along the way, but it's so a big Forest fan, and I was kindly bought this a few Christmases ago now, and
Goodbye.
he's all right. He's all right.
Some guy.
Just some guy.
Indeed.
Well, I remember when I did give you that for Christmas, and I got a message from your fiance Taylor a few days later. It's like, I've lost Ash to the Legos. It's like,
Well, I love Lego anyway, so I collect quite a bit of Lego, and it was a nice combination of the two.
big into your Lego, big into your cards as well.
Yeah, sports cards. So there's one here, but I've got a few. Well, I say a few. I've got loads more at home. It's a bit of a joke now, but I like
do
to
you do
collect
with them
random
all?
stuff.
Just collect them?
Sell some of them.
Oh, okay.
It's ending up in a little bit of a side hustle.
Oh,
So that's
don't tell
comes-
your boss.
snowball. No, yeah.
No,
And then I will. So you mentioned Taylor, so I guess I mean it's a bit dusty because
Dust around.
so I'm just here. But my fiance Taylor this is an old photo actually. So we now have a 8-month-old spaniel puppy.
Oh,
So just to add to the madhouse, we've got another mad one. He's mad. He's absolutely crazy. But it's a lot of fun. So that's it's
Pets are brilliant.
they are brilliant.
They make homes, but they can drive you insane at times.
Yeah. I drive Taylor insane anyway, being me. So can't imagine
there's
how she
two.
feels now. Now there's 2 of us. Yeah, now there is.
Taylor and I share
Taylor.
custody of you. So they're both bad.
Yeah, that's my job. That's all I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. That's what will get people. I
that's
guess
the
on.
show and tell.
That's the show
And
and
every now
tell.
and again, we might bring another little show and tell ourselves.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we'll be adding stuff to the
Some
shelves.
pearls of
I think.
wisdom.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And I think we've just seen that. I mean, we've had obviously your story and you with Taylor as well, but it just brings out conversations, brings out stories about what makes people who they are.
Yeah.
So we just learned from you
definitely.
that you put so much into the community and go feet first into everything because of what you've realised through losing your mum sadly a couple of years ago. So those stories and the whys are why people connect with you.
Yeah.
And I think that's really good. That's going to be really, really nice to give a platform to get that out there a lot more.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
So platforms. So where people can
Nice
find
link,
this
Dan,
podcast.
nice link.
It was a really nice segue.
People think we planned that, but we really didn't.
No, we didn't know. As soon as you said platform, though, that was it. That's where I was going with it. But people can find. So the podcast is going to be going out on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, so really wherever people sort of listen to their podcasts. It's going to be going out weekly, so we're going to put them out every Sunday.
Yeah.
So say if that's sort of Sunday before people go back to work, they can listen to it then,
Yeah.
or maybe Monday morning
Get your
on the way in.
inspiration for the week.
Exactly. And then they can plan their weekend after.
Yeah.
For where they're going to
There we
go,
go.
what they're going to do. So yeah, it's going to be a weekly podcast we're going to put out and hopefully share a lot of what's going on in Newick.
I would say give a platform to some really, really influential people and inspiring people in the area. And just tell people what's going on in the town and make the town stronger, because that's what we all want.
Definitely, absolutely.
100%. So we will see you again next week for another episode of Talking Newark, where community meets conversation. See you later.
Bye.